Hello and welcome to the fourth video in the 3DS Max tutorial series. This time around we're going to be talking about n-gons, compound objects, and I'm going to be giving you a bit of a tutorial on modelling bigger objects. Now we've learned a little bit about edit polys, let's get a bit more technical. I'm going to use a different function now. So underneath create and geometry, in here is standard primitives, but this is a drop down menu. So when I select it, I can go in and I'm going to use compound objects because I want to show a boolean. Now what a boolean does is it can do multiple different powers. Now I'm going to select this one and hit boolean. Now it gives me all these different functions, so it gives display and update, pick boolean, and the operands. So at the moment it's saying subtract A from B, which is basically saying subtract this point here from this point here. Or if it's the other way around, that would be B from A. And what I have to do is I have to pick the second operand, so as you can see, pick boolean. Now these different functions here will change how it works. So if I were to have move, it will delete the object from existence and leave a spherical shaped hole in the top of this box. If I were to have gone reference, it would have kept it, but then if I'd gone out of boolean, selected this and pulled it up, the sphere is intact, but there is still a massive hole in the top of this box. So another thing you could have done is copy it, so it would have been pick operand B, and you would have gone upwards, and ooh, this time around I may have accidentally done it the wrong way around. This is because I selected the sphere instead of the box. Make sure that you're selecting the correct object for the one that you want to cut from the other, or else you'll have this happen. But anyway, it's still a good example because mistakes happen, and all you have to do is hit Control and Z, and you can undo what happened there. It's always good to make sure that you can backtrack, you can save and all of that. So up in the top corner you have your save functions. Make sure you constantly save because 3ds Max likes to have hissy fits. Earlier on I mentioned a term called n-gons. An n-gon is a polygon which has more than 4 sides, which isn't very good for when you're modeling and texturing. So in order to prevent this, you're going to want to be able to make 4-sided polygons, or tri-polygons should I say. And to do this, you're going to go into here and you can hit cut. And all you're doing is you're going to cut and make sure that they have at least 4 sides. So I'm going to have one here, I'm going to have one here, I'm going to have one going up to there, and already that is fixed polygons on that side. The reason why this is good practice is so that when you're building these objects and you're trying to texture them, the textures won't have a hissy fit when they see, oh wait, that's more than 5 sides, what do I do? And they'll try and peel around it and they'll try and make your life a living hell when texturing. Now, you've been seeing me edit a few things for a while now, so I'm going to show you a couple of quick things which can be done in 3ds Max. So I've selected all of these and I'm going to extrude them up. So I'm going to create a quick fountain for you in 3ds Max. So I've extruded them up. Now I've said, yeah, that looks fine. Now these are a bit flat for my liking. These edges here are a bit flat, so I'm going to select these. I'm going to zoom in a little, and I'm going to select them by holding down Control. Just simply selecting these all, because chamfers can work on not just one thing. So if I was to select the underneath row, yes, it would chamfer it. But at the moment, I just want to select the outsides and give it a bit more curve appeal. So now I've selected all these sides, I'm going to get into a view where I can see most of them. I'm going to hit chamfer, and I'm going to up it to, let's say, 4, and up how much it curves by a bit. So now I have some chamfered lines. Yes, you can see there's n-gons along the side here, that will be fixed in a moment. And then, let's say these sides here don't look very nice, so let's select them and chamfer the insides as well. And you can see that with this one, that they have attempted to have polygons. As you can see, I've just quickly gone and got rid of the n-gons. Now, when looking at this looks all very lovely, but there's quite a few polys there, so I'd like to fix that a bit. So I'm going to use a function called target weld. Target weld is literally like you're welding two things. So at the moment I'm going to target weld the vertices. So this one here, I'd like to target weld to this one here. You can see they've just fused. So this can be a very powerful function in order to get these lines to behave themselves. Whilst editing this, I noticed a problem with one of the sides. Here there is more than one. There was more than one vertex causing an overlapping effect. So I'm going to have to fix this. I figured out what went wrong with that actual situation. The reason why I was getting a slightly shadowy effect like that was because I didn't have a line going from here to here. So I'll show you what I mean. So now I've done that, that weird shadow effect has disappeared. It was because I had, for the other ones I had either an end gone or I had a hidden edge. And a hidden edge is where there was another one interlocking just beside it. This causes a slight shadow effect which can wreak havoc on. Now I'm just going to quickly show you how I fixed that. So at the moment you can see that shadow line, so I was going to target weld all of these together. And then I selected this one and I hit the tool which is remove. This removes it from existence, and now I'm going to hit cut. And cut can do more than just clink 2 points together. It can go across and create vertices in the middle of objects again. So as you can see there, we have a nice and non-shadow affected object now, finally. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it informative.